Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Employees Files Management from Evolia's webinar of this week. I hope everybody is doing well. We will wait another minute or two. We only have a few attendees, and we'll just wait to see if there's any latecomers, and we'll start now. All the attendees will be able to ask a question. So you can see the question box. You can send the questions and I'll be happy to answer everything. If we have time to answer all the questions, it will be my pleasure. We are ready to go. So today we will go through the employees file management and we'll go over everything that you could see from your employee tab. So I am in the dashboard at the moment and I will go on the left here to my employee tabs. From the employee tabs, you will see all your employees list. You will see the active, inactive, and all employees together. So if you had any inactive one, they would be some here. So again, you could use your filter. So you could filter by team for your employees. You could also filter by position, location, and then we can even go into the statuses. So I would want to see all my students, then I could just, there's no students, but I could see all my students or full-time, part-time. You will see all your employees list here, and then here you could play with the settings. So if you would not want to see the statuses, let's say, or the phone number, nor the clock in and the email address, then you would have only your employee's name, team position, location, the hiring date, max hours, salary, experience. If you have the salary, it will be there. Again, you could just remove it here. So I could get here the wages out. We have the stats box as well. So you could use the stats here and say the attendance in the last 30 days. Then you would see here that Gene here, well, was really good. His attendance was 100%. So here it is. You could just play, this would be your first name or your last name. So you could go by last name here or first name, depending on your preferences. These are all your preferences. So this is for each team, the admin supervisors or managers, they can just decide what they would like to see. We can also add an employee. So we could, if you have no integration, we can add first name, last name, email address. And then you could even assign here the structure to your employees. And then you can go even additional information. This is mandatory. So let's say we do this here. Then you could enter the statuses, employee ID, wages, max hours per week, per pay period, and even hiring date. And then you would save it. Here it is. And you could also import here in bulk using a template. So if you have multiple employees, you could do that. Then you would attach your file once you enter everything. And then you can even update it with your employee codes, IDs, or email, even though, and it's CSV. So it's very easy. Let's say we go here onto the one employee. So let's use Maggie here. no, we're not going to use Maggie. I saw that she didn't have here. Jean, we'll use Jean here. So once you click and you go into the employee's profile, you will see all the general information, their employee IDs, their time clock PIN. If they had an email, phone number would be there. Their status is hiring date. See, there's no max hours per week, but we here we put it by pay period, wages. Again, if you have a integration, then we could synchronize all of this: gender, date of birth, address. The employees can add their emergency contact, phone number, and a note. So is it my father, my mother, or my spouse? Here it is. Then you would have the second tab here, and it will be the availability. Your employees will be able to adjust their availability. So we could title 1 here, and we would call it spring. So I could create a spring 2025, and then I could say the start date. So I could start doing it in the past. That's not the best. And then I could put an end date here. So I would say from March 1st till June 1st, that would be my spring availability. And then I could say that I'm not available Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I am all available only for, let's say, half a day. So starting at 12 and until, this is military hours, so until 2000. The employee could also allow to receive replacement offer outside their availability. Let's say Jean here is not available Monday, Tuesday, but his schedule changes sometimes. So he will toggle the allow receiving a replacement after the outside of his availability. So if there's an open shift, they can receive the invitation, and then if he is or she available, then they could be interested in a shift. We can add a note, so I can send a note to my managers saying this is only for the spring, and he's willing to work even during his unavailable days. Then you could just go here. So it will go into your preferred schedule. So you could put a minimum. This is all the employees, put a minimum weekly hours they would like, or a maximum. They could say max days per weekend. So if I would like to have like at least Saturday or Sunday off, then I could say 1 day here. So again, or if doesn't matter here. You can also use your preferred team. So if I had multiple team, I would say I want to work in the kitchen more often than not, then it would be there. And then you would save it. Again, depending on your permission, then your supervisors, managers would need to approve the availability of the employee, and it would be right here. You could see it's right here. You could look at it, you could delete it, but you could just see what's going on here. From the calendar, you will see all the days that Jean is available or not. So you could see here on the Wednesdays, he's available only after 12. The employee could put exception as well. So an exception would be I am available, let's say the week of the 23rd here. So I could say I am available on the 23rd, 25th, and 26th. So I send a note to my manager saying I'm available for that week because I have no class, as an example. Then I would send this to my manager, and then I could here see I am available. I could do the opposite too. So let's say I'm always available on Saturday, Sunday, but for a reason here, I'm not available on the 28th, 29th, and 30th because I have an event. Then I would just here say I am unavailable and send a note to my supervisor or manager, and you could see here my date has changed. 100% I am an admin on this account, so everything is approved right away. But when an employee do a request, most of the enterprises, they do need to have an approval. And then here on the third tab, you will see the association. So this is what the employees the employees association. So what team is he part of, the location, and the position here. So again, you could add or you could remove. So I could change completely his position here, and then his team here, and then he would be here in the service. Still both location here, and then here you see the barmaid and a cook, and I could add another position here. So I could here put it sommelier and then save it. You could change the salary as well. So when for this new position, then he would pay $20 an hour. So it would be just different salary again here. All of this is not available for the employee. This is only for the manager of the team and supervisor or the admin. You would have all is the leave bank here. So the employee could create their time off requests. So you could see here, Jean has some vacation days left, 16 days. There's no bank time, and he's in the minus in the statutory holiday, which is normal. Statutory days usually do not have banks as per se. We have here on just on the right here, you have the quick action, and then you can see the update log. Everything that was changed into the employee's profile will be there. You'll have the date, the hours, what was changed, added, removed, and who did it. So you could see here, Neil, my colleague, did it all. And then the position changed and everything that was changed here. You could see the TAM banks changed a couple days ago or today. He lost some time off here, but again, it's right here. So in the banks is here, so the employee will have access to this, so he can create his request knowing what he has available. And a note in attachment portion here, this is not accessible for the employees. All the notes are going to be made by administrator, supervisor, or manager of the employee. A note can be added, so I could send a note here for Jean, what a good job he did. Anything that is related to the shift, so anything that happened in a shift, you could toggle and add it to the employee's profile. You can also attach anything. So the employment contract, any certification that the employees would have, you could attach it there. But the employee will not be able to see it. Managers will only be able to see their own notes. They will not be able to see the notes from other supervisors or administrator. In the communication tab here, you can see that the employee can decide their communication language. It is available in French, English, and Spanish. So for any here reason, I would need to change it into English. And those are the notification. You can see here, Jean decided to have only push notification, but I could change it and change here and decide what kind of push notification and what kind of email I want. So for the announcement, I would say I don't need an email. But for conversation, I would like to have, let's say, both. Invitation, I don't need a push. I want an email, so I want to keep track of all the open shift. Again, here, reminders, so I don't want an email for this. I want to push because I'm always on my mobile phone, so I would just have a push here. It's done. You have the qualification as well, so this needs to be added onto the account. If you do have it here, you can add it to the employees. So again, here we could add the certification sommelier for Jean, and then we could say that he got it on February 1st, and it's valid through, I don't know, we could just go here for a whole year. January, February 1st. So I could just give him here a certification. So if we have a shift that needs this certification as a sommelier, then he would be right there. Again, it's in the employee's profile. And from their profile, the employees can see their own schedule. You can see Jean's been absent lately, but he's been working barman all week long hard. So this is all the view here from the information. Again, we can create here leave right from the employee's profile. So again, Jean could go on a vacation. I saw that he had some vacation. So this Friday, he could use 1 day here. He had 16 days, so I could here send a request to my manager and save it. And then we would have it right there. And the leave here and information here. We would have the vacation is not approved, so it's not going to be visible at note. Again, we could disable here the employee from right from their profile. So I could say that here Jean is done. So it could be end of the contract, or it could be a seasonal. So we're closing for the season, the employee left, or we let go of the employee. And then we would continue here. From the employees list here, you will see it from here as well. So I could deactivate the employee right from here. So I would put a reason, and then I could put here other, and then I would confirm. And then he would be here in the list. Let's try with Jean here. And then I would deactivate the employee, and I will go seasonal. And then my employee here would be here inactive. It would be in the inactive tab. From the 3 dots here, you could associate team position location or remove it directly from there. So let's say Alex here is now all team, then I could just add all team here, all position. So I could just do this here. For any employees, you could just do it like just easily like this, and then I could just remove, let's say. So let's say we remove here. So I could remove not a team, but a position. So I don't know how you remove one. If you don't know which one, just bear with me. Mark is barman sommelier. So I would here remove, and I would remove here barman. Then you could see here, Mark is only has a position as a sommelier. We could do it from here as well. So let's say you're creating a new location, new team, new position that you would need to add to everyone. So you could toggle here, everyone, and then you could add a new team for everyone or a new position. Are you opening a new location? Then we would just add here, let's say Saint-Lambert, and then we could add to everyone here. So now everybody has Saint-Lambert in their profile. So that's just an easy way to add any information about their structure for the employees. If your employees have not yet joined, you could decide to toggle and send the invitation to everyone who did not join yet, or you could toggle it like this, and then you say, oops, I do apologize. I could toggle it like this, and then send the invitation to only 3 employees here. You could say it saves 1 here. It's just that we don't have any information, so we can send it if there's no phone number, no address. This is how you could do it as well. Also, if we look here into the import or export here, so I could import all the leave banks. Again, it would be approximately the same as the employee list. So I would download the template, and then I would add every employee's first name, last name, or I could use the ID only, and then I could import all their leave, their banks. So if I want to add, let's say a sick days, everybody's getting 2 new days at the beginning of the year, then I could easily import everyone their sick days for the beginning of the year. Again, I could do that. I could import the employee skills as well, or import the employee qualification information. So we talked about it earlier. So we have here the employee's qualification right at the top. You could see here, Alex is a sommelier, and I added Jean earlier, Jean here, and I gave him the certification sommelier as well. You could see here the start date, the last date, and then you can have the statuses here, Alexandro and Alex here, of their training and certification. It is expired. So let's say the barman training is expired. So you could see it right from there. So you don't need to go into the employee's profile, go into the qualification. So you would see it right there from the top, right here. And it was Alex here. Again, I'll just go back to my employees list here. I do apologize. We can now export reports. So this is the fun list. So I could export an employee list again, and then, or a position by employee score hourly, leave bank, schedule preference employee, or qualification employee by the employees. So I can, and then I have to format. I can do the formatted data or the raw data. Again, we have the CSV tab or Excel. So again, if you using, let's say, a filter, and I would like everyone in the kitchen and everyone here, the position associated with it for the cook, then I would like to export this, then I will use my filter so I don't have too much information. And that would be the same for, let's say I want to see how many leave banks do people have. So we're getting at the end of the fiscal year and everyone has to take their vacation, then I could just export a list and then contact the employees who need to go on vacation very soon. Again, this is always available in CSV tab or Excel. If we go here, I just want to look at something here. So remember, we went into the request here. I'll just reset my filter. And this is the request I did for Jean earlier. Then see there is a shift that will be affected here. So he's going to be a barman on the 14th. Then I can manage the shift right from there. And then I could decide to just cancel the shift. Then the shift would be canceled. It will be saved. Then I would approve his time off. I can send a note to my employees. And then it is right now not in pending anymore. And then it's in the approve right there. If I go back to Jean here, then I would have is time off here. Vacation would be right there. So the vacation leave was approved. We go back into his leave bank. It's coming soon. We have the 16 days available. We have 1 day pre-approved and 15 really available if he needs to do more requests in the future. Again, in the update logs here, it will be transferred here on the day of the payroll. So this is what is the employees file management for today. Does anyone have any questions for me? I will gladly answer them. I do not have any more questions for today. I could wait another minute or two. This will end our webinar for today. I thank you all. You have all a great day and we'll see you soon.